Good morning, y'all. Black Still from Black Still Entertainment, the home of the independent artists, and this is another episode of the 38th Village Podcast. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Selena. Good morning, Geneva. Good morning, Tasha. How y'all doing? How y'all doing this morning? It is another beautiful day. We are alive, so of course it's beautiful. As long as you're alive, you got another chance to do something with your life. That's the real part right there. As long as you're alive, you got another day to do something with your life. You got another day to make something happen for yourself. So it is what it is. Everybody should be happy today. We woke up this morning and we got to get it together. Now, microphone acting crazy. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all didn't hear it, but I did. But just want to talk about a few things. Well, not really a few things, really one main thing. Again, like I said, it's a beautiful day. Even if it's raining, it should be a beautiful day because you are alive this morning. Some people didn't wake up this morning. Some people wasn't able to walk this morning, wasn't able to do a lot of things this morning. So you should be happy that you're able to do these things. And again, like I said, you shouldn't have no complaints because you got another day to make things better. If your life is messed up, you have another day. This is a whole brand new day to try again. A whole nother day. So, no more excuses. No more excuses. If you want to do something in life, just get it done. Just start. I know we talk about this a lot of times in a lot of episodes, but I've seen something came up to me today that I'm just like, yo, I can't see nobody starting to complain. You should never complain with some of the things that's happening in this world. You shouldn't complain. I've seen people with no arms eating a bowl of cereal. I seen people with no arms driving a car. I seen people with no arms climbing mountains. It's like so many things that if you really put your mind to it, you can find a way to get it done. I don't care what it is in life. If you really want something, you gotta keep pushing. No more excuses. If somebody with no arms can climb a mountain, I don't understand people that got all their extremities to even complain about that they're not able to do something. I don't understand how you're not able to do something if these things is possible. If these things are possible, how are you complaining and making excuses for even it's not enough time in the day? That's just an excuse. I always say, yo, I wish I had the time for this. But start thinking about it like, make time. Find a way to make time. Find a way to put something to the side that's not that important, that you can put your important stuff in that space. I always complain about time because I do all the driving in my family. Good morning, April. I do all the driving in my family, so I really don't have that much time. But again, no more excuses. I have a son that's 20 years old. That's the other person that I drive for. Why not help him get his license? It don't make sense. No more excuses. You should not make excuses. Just do what you got to do. It's another day to make your life better. Find a way to make it happen. No more excuses. Like I said again, if a man could climb a mountain with no arms, who are you to make excuses? Why are you making excuses? You're able to do whatever it is that you want to do in life. You're able to. If you're walking around, if you're breathing, you can make some things happen. Because like I said, the man don't have arms, but he's climbing a mountain. Other ones is driving cars. And just to me, eating a bowl of cereal is amazing to me. Because I don't know, I always try to plan ahead, trying to do certain things. You ever when you was younger try to see if you could navigate through your house if you was blind? You ever close your eyes or turn the lights off and see if you can make it to the kitchen or to your bedroom without being able to see? If you ever did that, you actually see how hard it is to be able to do that. Even though you've been through your house a million times. But these people that actually have these disabilities are not treating it as a disability. They making things happen even when they cannot see, when they cannot walk, when they cannot hold anything, they don't have arms. They making things happen. So no more excuses. Get it done. Get it done. And like I said, yesterday, I started pushing towards that. Raekwon drove his whole way home yesterday. I'm going to be free soon. I'm going to have more time at night. I'm not going to have to, well, I stopped the program because, I wanted to be from 8 to 9 at night. But for one of the reasons is because I have to leave at 9:30 to go get him from work. So now if I wanted to extend it, I could if he's driving himself back and forth to work. So you have to make the situation better for you. No more excuses. There's always a way to make things better for yourself. There's always a way. So no more excuses. If you want something out of life, keep pushing. And now, just to bring up what I was talking about, what came across me today, because like I said, either somebody sending me stuff all the time, or I'm a nosy person. As far as news, I go looking for stuff because I want to know what's going on around the world. I like to learn different things and see something, especially now since I'm trying to put this clothing line together. I go look at people that do stuff with clothing lines. And the story that I came across today, let me make sure I get the dude name right. Make sure I get his name right. Rashard Stanley. You got to stop procrastinating. That's your biggest enemy. Procrastination is your biggest enemy. Don't procrastinate. But you gotta shake it off. We can talk about it. We can talk about it later in an inbox or a phone call or whatever the case may be. But later on we could talk about it or hear whatever. But you need to stop procrastinating. But like I said, the guy's name is Rashard Stanley. He's from down here in Georgia, right? He, to my knowledge, he went to jail. I think he was 19. Let me see what it says. Okay, he owns a store in Bankhead down here in Georgia, and he got caught up. The wrong people wound up going to jail. Now, that's at 19 he did that. I know how it be, Tasha. Yeah, I'm still nervous about stuff. I'll be nervous coming on here talking to y'all still. But I still get up and do it. You know what I mean? I still make sure I get up and do it. But like I was saying, this guy Rashard, he got locked up. I didn't even worry about what he got locked up for. But the man started a clothing line in jail. He cut up the uniforms. I'm gonna put a post up after this. He cut up the uniform. He used a safety pin and dental floss as thread and a needle. And he sold clothes out of uniforms, the mats that be on the floor, all types, and the clothes look nice. The clothes really look nice. He put that work in. He put that work in. But even with his limited resources, and I'm pretty sure they got on him about cutting up them damn uniforms, but with his limited resources, he started a clothing line. Actually, it's a GoFundMe for him right now. He done raised over $1,000, and he raised over $1,000, and he's trying to get 15,000. Yeah, it's crazy. He started his own clothing line, and these clothes are nice to be floor mats and jail uniforms. You know what I mean? The clothes are nice to me. They're really nice for that, for it to be that. He got skills. But if you have something that you really want to do, there's really no limits. There's no limits. You'll find a way. You'll really find a way. Exactly. Because, listen, Even when I was in there, normally we was able to wear our regular clothes unless we was going on a visit. So it wasn't really no problem. But with some of these jails, you have to wear this suit every day. Now you still got the suit on, but it's fly now. I don't know if they're allowing them to wear it because it's still actually the material. But if you're able to wear this stuff, you fly. You fly with it because he looking good. He looking good with them clothes on. Yo, he'll be crazy with it. And I can't wait for him to come out if he's still in there. Let me see. Do they say he's still in there? I don't know if he's still in there. Because like I said, I didn't even read the whole article. Once I seen what he did, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I went to his Instagram page. And I followed him on his Instagram page because these are the type of people that I'm interested in. This is the stuff that I'm interested in. I'm interested in people like this. What's going on, Half? I'm interested in people that do stuff like this. Okay, no doubt. No doubt. It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. But it's just crazy that this man did this out of jail. Oh, I see it. I'm not the only one. I see a couple of my friends that liked it too. They're all the way from New York. So they knew about him already. But it's just crazy how somebody in jail made these kind of things, yo. Made this kind of outfits and all this stuff from materials that he got around prison. That's amazing to me. That's truly amazing. So again, no more excuses. How can you make excuses when stuff like this is happening? When stuff like this is happening. I don't see it. Good morning, Tate. Oh, it didn't come out as a link. Oh, there you go. But no more excuses. I have talked to you then, bro. But no more excuses. No more. Because if you really want something done, do it. Truthfully, if you want something done, do it. Nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can do it for you. And nobody's going to do it like you want it to be done. Nobody. I don't care how much you train them. I don't care how much you show them the way. They're not going to be able to do it like you want it to be done. So, cut it out. Stop procrastinating and get it done. And no excuses. Like I said, every day, I'm not going to lie to y'all, every day I come on here, I'm like, even though I'm comfortable talking to y'all and everything, I'm still nervous every time. I don't want to mess up. I want everything to be right. And sometimes y'all save me, believe it or not, because sometimes I be lost. And then one of y'all say something, and then it picks me back up without y'all even knowing. Because sometimes I'll be stuck and I lose train of thought, or I lose my whole thought of everything I wanted to say. And then one of y'all say something and I just switch the topic off of what y'all say. Because it be like that sometimes. I get in here, cause especially when in the daytime when I'm by myself. Because I got to set up the light. I got to set up this computer. I got to set up this program. I got to set this. And I'm doing all these things in the morning. And it's like, oh, God, I just want to be on time. And I want it to be right. I want this right. And sometimes it gets overwhelming. Even though the crazy thing is, I still set up the light, set up this computer, set up this at nighttime too. But I just think it's different because I know Nate is coming in to talk with me. So I don't know what's that about, but I'm not as flustered and going through it at in the PM because I know she's going to be rocking with me. But I still be nervous. But truthfully, no more excuses. We gotta get off our asses and just do it. I talked about it before about how the first episode I was shook. Came up here, nobody came in. I almost gave up. And then what happened? Jussie Smollett happened. Jussie Smollett happened, and I had something to talk about. I had something that I was passionate about because of the fact that people was already counting him out before they even know any of the details of the story. All they knew was what he said, and they like, he's a liar, he's an actor, so he know how to act and say that he been this way before he even went to court, way before anything even came out. When he first said what happened, people was already counting him out. And I'm like, well, listen, I'm not counting him out until I get all the details. But that was my argument. And then everybody else started talking about it, and we started vibing or whatever. But if I didn't do it, we wouldn't be here now at 119 episodes. No more excuses. Like I said, I'm getting my son driving so I can have more time to build off of this right here. I want a full radio station. I want it to be where I'm playing music also at a certain time. At 8, is the podcast. 9 can start the rest of the radio show, playing music and having people call in and all of that type of stuff. I'm trying to get to that point already, but I didn't have the time. And I also want to be able to run to these open mics and all that at night that be going on. So it's like, if you want something, you gotta put it in motion to get there. It might be a lot of steps to get there, but if you don't never take one, you're never going to get there. You gotta take that first step. You gotta take that first step, and no more excuses. No more excuses. That's what we gotta throw that away. We gotta throw away excuses. Like they say, the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. That's the only time it comes before work, is in the dictionary. You have to put that work in if you want something. And that's with anything. The job that you have right now, if you didn't apply for it, would you have gotten it? If you didn't take the training for it, would you have gotten it? If you know what I mean, like whatever it is, your family, the person that you was with, whatever, if you didn't put in that effort, would you have had that situation? No, all these things happen because you took that first step. You have to take that first step. You have to take that first step. And man, when you do and you see that you was worrying for nothing, when you see that you was worrying for nothing, that's when it's really going to get you pissed and excited all at the same time. You're going to be pissed and excited all at the same time. So you're like, yo, I could have been did this. And then you be like, yo, but all I got to do is keep continuing. All I have to do is take the next step and the next step and the next step. You know what I mean? And it's going to be crazy for you. Because right now, I'm in the what's next stage. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in the what's next stage because right now I'm excited. So all I'm like, what's next? What else can I do now? And all you have to do is take that first step. That's all you got to do. And how they say, make your next step your best step. That's real too. The first step is always the hardest. The first step is always the hardest. Always. It's like, oh my gosh. If you start working out, what's up, If you start working out, that first day is torture. That first day is torture. That first that first day is torture. And it's just like that with, hey Shirley, what's going on with you? Good morning. That first day is torture. So it's the same way when you're trying to start a business or you're trying to do something, anything in life, especially something that you never did before. If it's something that you never did before, you're always going to have the fear of failing or not happening the way you want it and everything. Like I said, when I started this, I learned that it's never going to be perfect. Never. Even once you get it running and it's going, it's never going to be perfect. You have to stop being scared. You have to start, just do that first step. It's going to be torture because you're going to be tearing yourself up in your head. You're going to be tearing yourself up in your head like, oh my God, I want this to be right. I want this to be right. I want this to be right. And you beating yourself up before it even get there. Wow. See me, I be so busy and so tired that I did almost the same thing. I have been in there multiple times, but I should have been in there more than what I have been in there. I bet it did, Shirley. I bet it did. I bet it did, because it's like, first of all, you're gonna be so nervous about anything that you never did before. I know it's like I talk about it a lot because I learned a lot from being there. But when I was locked up, that first day was crazy. Didn't have no problems. Didn't have any problems. But that first day was crazy. Chuck, what's going on, bro? That first day was crazy because that's when reality sets in. That first step, when reality sets in. I went through all the arrest things before. I went through central booking and all that. All that I've been through before. It was nothing. But when I actually got into Brooklyn House and I'm sitting in that cell and that cell go clank, 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 boom! Reality sets in. You have to, Tasha. Reality sets in, and I was like, I'm really in jail. But now, it's time to adjust. It's time to adjust. So when you're doing these things, whatever it is that you're doing, you jump in, and then it's time to adjust. You get in there, you see what's going on. Okay, I did this the first day, and I like this part of it, but I didn't like how this went. So now I have to adjust to make these things go right how I want it. Just go. This happens with career paths and everything. If you feel like, yo, I really hate my job, and you really feel in your heart what you need to be doing or what you feel like you should be doing, I know it's gonna hurt. Leave your job. Leave your job. But I'm not saying just leave it and be like nothing. You ain't had no plans on the second thing yet. Get that started. Get all the plans right so when you jump into it, it's a smooth transition. But leave your job. Set the plans in motion to leave your job. Do not stay in there. You have to just jump. You can do it, Geneva. How long you been at that job? How long you been at that job? If you even to a point where everybody's saying to be a supervisor, that means you've been there long enough. That means you know the ins and out of that whole place. Yes, it's going to be more work because you're a supervisor now. Yes, it's going to be more work. You got more paperwork. You got more of this. You got more of that. But you could do it. You could do it. You know everything about the job already. 3 years. Yeah, you know everything about that job already. You know the supervisor job probably better than they do. Because you are starting from the bottom. You started from the bottom. And that's when you really learn everything. That's when you learn everything. When you sit there and people that's just come in as a manager and never been in the trenches, they don't be knowing nothing. They don't be knowing nothing. All they know is, I'm here, this is my job, and this is what I got to do. They don't know how staff feel. They don't know how to treat staff because they never been staff. You been staff. You've been in the trenches, so you know from the bottom up how to handle things. You're not going to treat people The staff, once you become supervisor, like your manager or supervisor that will come in without ever been in the trenches. Because they never been. They don't know how it feels to be down there. So you got that. Get that job, girl. Get that money too. You got that. You got that. That's yours already. You got that too, Tate. You got to believe it too. You have to believe it in yourself. If you doubt yourself, yeah, it's going to mess you up. If you doubt it, you're going to mess you up. Man, listen. Like I said, 3 years in the field and 1.5. Man, listen. You got that job. You know how to do it. If you just step back and really pay attention to what the supervisor do, believe me, you already seen it. You already seen it. You already seen everything that the supervisor do, except the exact paperwork. And you might have seen that if y'all cool like that. You might have seen the paperwork they had to fill out to, if it's an incident report or whatever the case may be. You might have to see that to know, oh, okay, that's what I gotta do. But other than that, that's the only thing that's gonna change. That's the only thing gonna change, because you know what you had to do, so you know how to supervise somebody to do these things. You got it. You got it. Get that job. No more excuses. If you want something better in life, go get it. Go get it. You want a promotion? Go ask it. Yo, listen, I've been here for such amount of time. I put this much work in here. I did this, I did that. I feel I need a promotion. I feel I need a raise. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, go get it. I told my son the same thing. He's working at a place for 2 years without a raise. I'm like, yo, you bugging. You been in there for 2 years and you ain't get a raise? Know why you didn't? Because you never asked for it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. Don't be nervous. Well, it's going to be nervous. You're going to be nervous. I can't say don't be nervous, because it's something new to you. You never did it before. But once you get into it, you be like, this all it was? I was scared of this? I was scared of this? Come on. I played myself. Because how am I scared of this? This all it is? I thought it was going to be this and this and this, and it's only this. Oh, see? I used to do that same thing, Lily. I used to do that same thing. I was in school. What I was doing? I forgot what I was doing, but somebody always leaves something on the computer. Always. Somebody download it onto the desktop instead of in a folder or something like that, and I'm able to see it. I started downloading stuff, reading it, like, oh, this is nothing. Oh. And then by the time it was something, I knew everything already. So when the supervisor, whatever, talking about it, or school talking about it, I already knew everything. Some of these things are placed in your lap. It's for you. That was for you. Everything happens for a reason. That thing wasn't just sitting up there. It wasn't just sitting up there. It was meant for that person to leave it so you can see it. So you can know who you are and what's your full potential. Because you're like, yo, listen, I know this already. This is nothing. I can do this. But you gotta believe it yourself. You can do it. No more excuses. No more excuses. Exactly like Tate said, she doing stuff her district manager could do. You know how many jobs I've been at where the supervisor's so damn lazy, they delegated their job to me. Things that they supposed to have did, I didn't know it though. I knew what my job description was, but I just like, okay, little extra thing, whatever you might need me to do this. It was actually their job I was doing. And most of the time, we all get that. We all get delegated our supervisor's job because they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They getting bored with their position. So either they should move up or move out. Exactly. Listen, go get it, Geneva. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get that money. Go get that position. Especially after the time that you put in, you don't think you deserve it? You don't think you deserve it? You deserve it. That's yours already. Go get it. You deserve it. You put in this work already. That's your job. Why are you letting these people hold your job? That's your job. That's just like somebody got your wallet. You going to get your wallet, right? Like, hold up, you just picked up my purse, yo? That's yours. Go get it back. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. But at the same thing, that's what I'm talking about. If you doing supervisor jobs without supervisor pay, you should try to push to be supervisor. No more excuses. Get what you want. Get what you deserve. That's the main thing. Definitely get what you deserve. If you don't, I'm saying you might want some things. You might want some things. But if you deserve it, go get it. Go get the things you deserve. Exactly. Exactly. Go get it. No more excuses. Anything in life that you want, anything that you in your life that you know you deserve, go get it. Go get it. I'm just tired of everything trying to be in the way of things. I was talking about it the other day about this letter that the school was talking about, the boys' school, and about fingerprints and all this type of stuff. I almost gave up yesterday because they basically dug up my past and they basically saying I can't be in the school no more unless I'm just dropping the boys off or picking them up. That's the only way I could be in the school. Mind you, I'm the PTA president. So, but I called the people up. They said I got to send them some paperwork as far as my case is concerned. And basically they want to see if it's over or whatever the case may be. So, I got to send that paperwork in. I'm going to send that in a few minutes after the podcast. But it almost took me out my game. Because I'm like, here we go again with the same thing 20 years later. Almost 20 years later, and still bothering me, still messing me up. So I'm like, yo, hold up, man. I'm not letting that beat me, not letting it defeat me. Now, if I send this paperwork and they still say it, okay, it is what it is. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm still going to push. I'm still going to try. And that's the whole thing. You got to just do it. Stuff that you deserve is yours already. Like I put up, I'm trying to think of the exact words, and I made the quote and still can't think of it all the way. But there's nothing in this world too good for you. That's what I got on my refrigerator downstairs. I wrote it for my kids. There's nothing in this world that's too good for you. You deserve everything. You deserve everything. Go get it. You deserve everything. All this stuff in this world ain't for specific people. Yes, some of them already have a gift for it, but that don't mean they're the only person who deserve it. We all deserve a good life. We all deserve to be happy and to be able to take care of our families. We all deserve that. We all deserve to get what we are worth. We all deserve it. See, it's the state that's doing it, so I can't blame the school. Exactly, Lily. Don't be afraid to start over. You can't be afraid to start over. But I'm not stopping. Everything. I'm doing it all. And I listened to this video from Kevin Hart talking about it. Like he said, every day that sun is going to shine, every night that moon is going to be up. Even if I don't give a fuck and don't care about nothing, don't want to do nothing, it's still going to shine. So why let these days just go by without doing something about it? About doing something to make your life better? We don't live forever. We got to make this time right. This time is ours. This is our time. This is our time. Until we die, this is our time. It's our time to make things happen. It's our time to push and do things for ourselves. You want to start a career? Push for it. Learn how to get there. You want to start a business? Start it. Do what you got to do. You want to start a podcast? Do it. You want to start whatever? Just do it. You want that supervisor position? Go get it. Because you deserve it. We all work hard, man. We all work hard to get what we want. Even if you just working a regular 9 to 5, you really don't have no aspirations to be management or anything like that. But best believe, for the amount of money that you making, you're doing double the work. I guarantee you that. That's what jobs are. Jobs are just you just working hard, working double the work for half the pay type of thing. So if you're getting $20 an hour, the work that you're doing is really like $40 an hour. But they're not going to give you that because they got to make a profit. They have to make a profit. So they're going to work you, make you do all the work, and then they make the profit. And this is why I promote starting your own business. Because when you work for somebody, you're making them rich. You're putting their kids through college. At least if you only running your own business, everything is in your hands, not this person's. They can always just say, hey, you fired. Or they not making enough money, so they got to downsize, and you're the one they picking the downsize on. Anything can happen. This business could go bankrupt. The market changed. This business is not going to make money no more because, like the music industry, almost was gone. As far as the regular music industry, because everything went to streaming. They didn't know about. A lot of them wasn't prepared for streaming. A lot of them just was doing CDs and all this, and then went to MP3s. Like, okay, we can still deal with MP3s, but now it's no album sales. Oh my gosh, what we gonna do as a record label? So they had to adjust, and now they charging for every T-shirt you sell. They want money off of it. The 360 deals that they doing now, they want your T-shirt money, they want your tour money, they want money from everything to recoup all the money they putting into you. But almost went out of business because everybody's their own business owner now. Almost every artist is independent. Nobody's really looking for no record deal when you can make $1 million just on you by yourself. Why pay a record label? Anything. Places like Spotify and all these places are distribution. You don't need a distribution deal no more. Everything is changing. So if these things change like this and your boss just like, well, we don't really need you no more because we got a robot to do that job, or whatever the case may be, then you out of a job. So that's why I promote running your own business, starting your own business, because that to me is more security in it. Yes, a lot of businesses fail all the time. 90% of businesses fail every year, in their first year rather. And then about 80 within the next 80 out of that 10 fail in the next 5 years, because a lot of people don't push and get the knowledge that you need to maintain the business. But the first step has to be taken. You have to get up off your ass and do what you got to do. You have to keep pushing. It's not going to be perfect, but jump in there and do it. Like Tasha said, jump in there with both feet. Jump in there with both feet. If you ever jumped in a pool, it happened to me. I jumped into a pool assuming that it was a low feet, because I seen my little cousin doing it. And this is why I say, if it's something new to you, because you might look at it, other people doing this, like, it look like it's easy. It looks like it's easy, so you like, okay, I could do it too. And sometimes you're not prepared for it. You know what I mean? I wasn't prepared. I see my little cousin jump in. He was 7. I'm 12. You know what I mean? He jump in the pool. He jump in. He just starts swimming. I jump in. I don't feel no bottom. I'm just going down. I got out the pool on my own merit. I learned how to get out that pool. I learned how to get up out that water. What's up, cuz? What's going on with you? I learned how to get out of that water. You know what I mean? You jump in with both feet. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. Know what I mean? I jumped in. I didn't read the number on the side of the pool. My cousin JC jumped in. He's 7 years old. He's swimming around like a damn fish. I jump in. It's 10 feet. It's 10 feet. I go straight to the bottom. What happened? I adjusted. That's how it is in everything. You have to, if you jump in, you feel like you want to do something in business, jump in, adjust when you in there. I hit the bottom, I kicked off, I swam to the top, and doggy paddled to the damn rail so I could be safe. But you gotta adjust when you get there. Sometimes you just have to jump because you wait to get right. What I was gonna do, wait to learn how to swim, learn this, just to enjoy myself in this moment. No, I jumped in, not even thinking, and that's what these things teach you. Because sometimes a kid could be the ones to teach you a lot of things, because they don't think about all the things that we think about. We sit there, we be like, oh, but what if this? 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 Kids don't think like that. Kids just do. Kids just do. And then you be like, yo, how did you do that? Because they didn't think of what the consequences might be. They didn't think of all the negative things that could have happened. They don't think about that. Kids just do. You be like, yo, this dude just did a backflip. Oh my gosh. And you sitting there scared. No. And they did a perfect backflip. You think they're going to break their neck. Because you scared. Because you scared. You can learn a lot from these kids. They don't think about them things. They don't think about all of them negative things that we think about as adults. I scared my mother half to death backflipping over the fence out of a swing in 305 Park and didn't know my mother was in the park. All I hear is, you better not ever do that again. Scared her half to death. But I'm a kid. I'm not worrying about me breaking my damn neck. I did a backflip out of the swing over a fence. She's scared to death. I'm not scared at all. You know what I mean? And sometimes we got to adopt that kind of attitude when it comes to things that we want to do. Jump in. Jump in. That's all you can do. Jump in. Once you're there, you adjust. You want to start a business? Jump in and adjust. I done did it so many times with a lot of things. This podcast is my most recent one. Just jumped in. And look at me now. 119 episodes. It didn't grow as I would wish it to grow, far as numbers, as people coming in, but it grew far as activity with the same people. And another one here, another one here, another one there, here and there. But how much we are interacting with each other, how much things that have been accomplished from everybody that's in here now before I started it. Those are the things are my success stories. Businesses have been started. Businesses have been grown. Contacts been made. Everybody just helping each other. All these things are things that I wanted to happen, but I wanted it to be bigger, but I was looking at all the wrong things. I was looking at the numbers like everybody else do. Oh, I want the amount of likes. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. But you're not paying attention to what you actually doing. I was worried about all the wrong things. Oh, the first episode, nobody came in and I jumped out first 10 minutes. Sometimes 10 minutes is somebody just seen it. They didn't get to it yet. Wait another 10. Maybe you got 5 people. I ain't even wait. I got out and erased the whole episode and made a new #1 episode. But I adjusted. The next time I got comfortable, I said, okay, I'm not leaving. I adjusted. Once you do something and you don't see it going the way you want, adjust. That's all you got to do. But you have to make that first step. You have to make that first step. It's the hardest step. But after you pass it, you're going to be feeling so relieved and so fulfilled. Like, yo, I did that. I did that. I rocked that. I sat there and watched one episode go, 500 people reached. 500 people reached. And 1,000, like 1,500 or 1,600 interactions. That means I got a lot of likes, I got a lot of comments, and everybody talking to each other. That's what you gotta really pay attention to. Stop worrying about what you feel you need to be as far as the likes and all that type of stuff. That stuff is not the real important stuff. That's not it. It's the things that you make happen during the process of doing what you're trying to do. Yeah, you want the numbers because you want your thing to grow, but look how many other things happen within that time. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing. And especially if you're trying to run a business, adjust. Get in and adjust. Get in and adjust. Get in and adjust. That's it. I done seen women. I gotta use this one because I know y'all might understand more, just in case y'all didn't already. But I seen women on these social media accounts and all this stuff with all the thick thighs and the big butts and all that, and they got on these they trying to squeeze into some skinny jeans. They got it on the thighs. And what they do, they adjust, they move, they twist, they do that. And sooner or later, these jeans that look like it's for a 12-year-old is fitting on these grown women thighs and butt. She done adjusted about 20 times, but she was determined to get in them damn jeans. She was determined. That determination gonna get you far. It's gonna get you far to have that determination. Just like, I have to do it. This have to be done. There's no other way. I have to do this. That determination is going to get you far. But you have to start. Once you start, and you're going to see right away the things that, you're going to see right away the things that you could have did better. You're going to see that right away. Especially if, like me, when my first episode, I hardly ever looked at the camera. I was over here, I was over here, I was over here, and that was me being nervous. I was reading stuff over here all the time. I was hardly looking at the camera. So my wife actually pointed it out, and she's like, well, baby, you got to start looking at the camera more. And I'm like, I've been looking at the camera. What are you talking about? And then I watched the video. I'm like, wow, I wasn't watching the camera hardly ever. I wasn't looking at the camera hardly ever. So you have to adjust. The next episode, it got better and better and better. And if y'all heard the introduction in the first ones, oh my Lord, you know how many times I messed up and said some crazy stuff that had nothing to do with the program? It's crazy. But you have to adjust. You have to adjust. You have to adjust. You have to adjust. But you have to start. You have to start. Yeah, I know everybody's sharing, and that helps out a lot. That helps a lot, and I really appreciate it because that helps grow the whole community. I want everybody to be able to come in, talk. We have our times where we talking something straight like we're doing right now. We have our times where we talk about just nothing, and we just in here just conversating. And then there's times that we talking about other things that's serious, and we talking about business, we talking about all these things. But it's all to help each other grow and to build together. That's what the whole village is about. That's what it's all about, helping each other, being there for each other, supporting each other, and sometimes kick each other in the ass. Get up and do what you got to do. That's what this episode is. This is my verbal kick in the ass. Yeah. First of all, it's never going to be perfect, but you try to get close enough. You try to get close enough. You try to get close enough. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for close enough. Yeah, that's close enough. You ain't going to never be perfect, but that's close enough. Yeah, you can't. You can't. It's not going to ever be perfect. Ever. Ever. Because nobody is perfect. Excuse me. Nobody is perfect. So it's never going to be perfect. You just got to do what you got to do and keep pushing. But, of course, take that first step. Take that first step. Anybody that's thinking about doing something, just do it. Like I said, this dude, I keep messing up his name. Sherrod Stanley, made a whole clothing line in jail from the jail uniforms using a safety pin and dental floss to sew the clothes together. Because he really wanted to do this. You shouldn't let nothing get in your way. If you really want something, find a way to do it. Find a way. No more excuses. It's like I said earlier, a man with no arms is climbing mountains. I'm still amazed about eating a bowl of cereal. Because like I said about walking around your house with the lights off or closing your eyes just to see if you could navigate through the house just in case these things happen to you, like I did. Just look around, just try to see if I could do this. If I ever was blind, would I be able to do this? Because it amazed me how these people do things. So I tried the bowl of cereal thing, kicking over everything, milk all over the floor, everything, because in my heart, I know I'm not in that situation. So it wasn't, I didn't have the determination to make it happen. But if you feel like you in a bad space in your life and you like, well, I got to get out of this, you will have that determination. You will have that determination to pull yourself out of that. Can't be scared no more. You're going to be nervous, but you can't be scared. Fear will kill all your dreams. And you deserve it, so why not? Why be scared of something you deserve? You deserve it. You ever have on Mother's Day, Father's Day, you know you put that work in with your kids. You know that you did everything. And your kid don't give you a gift. You be like, yo, hold up. I think I deserve it. The amount of stuff that I put into you. Even though I don't care too much for all that stuff. But, you know, some people would be like, yo, how you not give me something? And I done took care of you all your life. I'm not asking for nothing. You could have made a card. That's my wife's favorite thing. You could have drew me a card. Make me a card and give it to me. I don't care, but she be serious. She really like that stuff. That's too much paper all around the house. We got so many handmade cards around this joint. It's ridiculous. But just take the first step and do what you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Take that first step. There's no more excuses. We're in a day and age where you can lose everything depending on a job. You can lose everything depending on somebody else. Start depending on you. Start putting yourself first. Start making sure that only person that controls your destiny is you. Don't depend on a job. Yes, have a job, but don't depend on it. Have a job because you got to make sure your bills are paid, your rent is paid, all this stuff is paid, your child is taken care of. You got to do these things. But don't depend on a job. Be planning to do something better. Plan to do something better. Plan to make sure that you're not going to be stuck in a situation where you're angry every day. Welcome back. Don't put yourself in a position where you're stuck every day, you angry, like, I really don't want to be here. Start planning for the future. Start planning something else. Something that you actually love to do. Find a way to monetize it. Push it up. Make it happen. You have to. You have to. Just do it. Just do it. Don't matter what it is. Just jump in. Just jump in. Like I said to you earlier, if you want to talk about it and you need help with your jump, I know how to push. I know how to push. But at the same time, sometimes you might need somebody in your ear, a positive person, of course, somebody in your ear that says, listen, you got this. Oh, this is what you talk about doing? Oh, here go a little a way to do that, to start it. That's your roadmap, to help you with your roadmap. And now it makes it a little easier. Don't just, if you have the resources of trying to do something, work with it, accept help from people that's really trying to help. It's always going to be people that try to discourage you. Always. Always. But what happens? Most of them people don't have nothing in life. And I'm so happy that it did, Lily. I'm so happy that it did. Everybody, listen. Like Jay-Z said one time in a video, he said, his uncle, good morning, Dana. His uncle said that he would never sell all them albums. He would never do all these things. And like Jay-Z said, that was just him projecting his fears onto him. His uncle was projecting his own fears onto Jay-Z. And that's all it is. People doubt themselves. People doubt themselves. And because they doubt themselves, they push that off on you. They feel like they can't do it. So now they say, you can't do it. Because if I can't do it, you can't do it. Until you prove them wrong. Leave them alone. Get them out your headspace. Don't even talk to them no more. Don't even talk to them no more. And this could be your mate. When I say don't talk to them no more, I'm not saying cut them out your life. Don't tell them your dreams. Don't tell them your dreams, because some people out here are just so negative about everything that they're going to crush your dreams before you even get them started. You know those people. Don't tell them your dreams. Don't tell them your dreams. I talk about mine in here. And to my wife. That's who I tell my dreams to. I tell stuff that my goals that what I want to do in here and to my wife. Because I know in here I'm around other positive people. People that's trying to do some things. And I also say it because I want you guys to know what I do in order to push myself. So y'all can push yourselves. So that's why I talk about it in here. Because I feel safe. And because I want to share what I know with you guys so y'all can push it and be the same way. Just do it. Just do it. Like I said, only you want to talk about it to me or whatever the case may be, or you know somebody else that you want to talk to it about that's definitely got your back. Go ahead, talk to them people. But other people that you know them people that every time you say something positive, they got a negative response. Don't tell them people nothing. Don't tell them people nothing about your dreams and your goals. Talk to somebody that also is in the same mind frame as you, or that every time that you say something, not no yes man, not them. I'm talking about somebody that really got your back all the time. You told me about your homegirl that's like that always got your back. Talk to her. You want to talk to somebody, talk to her. Let her know what you're thinking. Now, if she's saying the same thing, you might have to step away from her for a minute. Especially if you truly believe that what you're going to do is going to happen and really do something with it. You got to close your ear off to these people. You got to close your ear off to them. No more excuses. And you can't let the people be excuses. Don't let their excuses rub off on you too. Like, oh, come on. I can't do it. A dean and okay, oh, no doubt. A dean in Transit Tech told me I was never going to be anything because I was so violent in school. He said I would never be anything. I would be in jail and all this type of stuff, he said to me. I got one charge on my one really thing. I got arrested a lot of times, but no real things done stuck. And I didn't do no time with that. You know what I mean? That's not for me. I got a stronger path that I'm on. I got a stronger, greater path that I'm on. And nobody gonna stop that. Nobody. Because I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna shut my ears off to people. I shut my mouth around certain people because everybody don't need to know it. I know y'all heard the phrase, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. That is one of the realest quotes ever. And the funny thing is in the Bible. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And that is totally real. Because everybody's not for you. A lot of people just want to see you fail. A lot of people don't want to see you win. You can't tell it to everybody. Can't tell it to everybody. But no more excuses. No more excuses. Just jump. Everybody, just jump. And like Lily said, it did all that for her. I am so happy that it did. And I feel, what's the word? I said grateful. I feel fulfilled. Just like is everything that I want to do is happening. I don't care no more about numbers. How many people come in here? Yes, it makes me feel good when I see the numbers get bigger, of course. But that's not my goal anymore. That's not my goal anymore. My goal is to help as many as people as I can. Now, of course, in order to help more people, that means more people got to come in here. But I'm already creating other avenues because everybody don't consume information the same way. So they might not like to be coming to a live and sitting here, so I got to find another way for them. And that's why I've been putting together a book and doing this and doing that, because everybody don't consume information the same way. But my focus is just helping as much people as I can. I don't care about the numbers no more. And that's why things are going the way it's going now. Because I stopped caring about the numbers. About how many likes and how many this, how many that. No more excuses. I really truly hope that I help y'all as much as y'all help me. I gain a lot of knowledge from y'all. And because I want to bring you knowledge, I learn a lot from the research that I do in order to give you the right information. So I get to learn a lot trying to help you guys. And just like I said, just talking to y'all definitely my piece. I come in here, this is y'all all my psychiatrists. Y'all keep me sane. So I really appreciate that a lot. Believe me, from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate that. And I will see y'all tonight on the next episode at 8 p.m. I love y'all. I'm out.